You cannot stop the sun from rising. Look at this. I'm like happy to share these moments with y'all. Moments where like I go outside and I just like relax. Today we're here to discuss how to protect yourself from anything external to you. It could be from people, like external thoughts that are just like coming to you. You don't understand where these thoughts are coming from. You don't understand why you feel the way that you feel. These are methods that I just use to protect myself like on a daily basis. The first one that I want to put on the list, because I feel like people make it seem like this is something that they have to do, like it's work, and it's not necessarily work. It's something that is required in order for us to feel grounded in nature and to feel grounded inside of our bodies. We have to understand that we are one with nature. So to protect your energy, make sure that you're getting outside, even if it's for like 30 minutes, or I feel like for the max it should be at least 30 minutes out of your day, making sure that you're getting outside in the sun. If you're not in the sun, make sure that you're connecting with the ground, putting your feet on the ground. It'll help you connect to your thoughts and where you are in the present moment. When I go outside, I try not to take my phone unless I'm recording or doing something that's like beneficial. I try not to take my phone with me. I want to make sure that I'm connected at all times to like what's going on around me. As soon as I said that it's like a raindrop dropped on my book, because I'm referring from a book that I'm looking at. I'm going to put the link in the description box below of the book that I'm referring to with some of the information that I'm acquiring. Connecting with the wind, connecting with the water. When I say connecting with the water, make sure that you're going to like your oceans, to your lakes. Make sure you're going to places that make you feel calm and serene. Another way to protect yourself is to plan alone time. I know that like we like to be with our friends a lot. We like to travel in groups just because it's like the feeling of safety and the feeling of wanting to share the moment with the people around us. But when you really take time to get alone and clear your thoughts and be with yourself, honestly, you start to think more creatively. Because think about it. When you're around other people, they'll give you their opinion on certain projects that you're participating in. They'll give you advice on things that you should do with your life and how you should maneuver. But when you start to like really get alone and you start to spend time with yourself, journal, do shadow work, deep shadow work, you start to cleanse your energy. You start to pay attention to who's around you. You pay attention to the things that you listen to, the music that you listen to. Oh, that is so pretty. You just connect with yourself, honestly, and you get to know yourself again. So when you get to know yourself, some people, they like don't want to spend time with themselves. They're like afraid to spend time with themselves because they feel like there's a lot that comes up. There's a lot of internal dialogue that comes up when you start to spend time with yourself. You can't run away from your thoughts. You can't run away from things that you know that you need to do. You can't run away from things like that. You can't run away from your rituals, the thing that make you feel at home and in your body. Even if it's like I said, getting outside in nature, taking a walk by yourself, taking a walk at night. Don't be afraid to get out at night. Don't be afraid to get out early in the morning before the sun rises, because honestly, you'll feel like a sense of calmness. And the third one, this is a big one to protect yourself. I know that I do this a lot because it helps me a lot, but I take a social media break. I take a break from social media. I delete every app off my phone that's like a distraction from me like being in the present moment. And like when I wake up in the morning, I saw that this is when I had social media on my phone. That would be like the first thing that I would do. Like I'm tapping into other people's energy. What is this person thinking? What did this person post? How does this celebrity react to this? How does these frequencies that artists are putting out, like how does this sound? I want to know, like, how did it sound? Because we are musical people. We love music. We love listening to things that raise our vibration. but sometimes we have to separate from certain things just because we can pick up on the energies of other people. We can pick up on the energies of everything that's around us. So it's like as simple as picking up your phone. That can like interfere with your energy, that can interfere with like how you wanting to start your day. Like you can go on YouTube, you can look at a video and say, oh, this is how this person is starting their day, so maybe I should start my day like this. Maybe I should start using this skincare routine because I see that this person is doing it. And that all goes based on you not moving from who you really are, and you're not tapping into your intuition, you're not tapping into how you feel. So when you take your time out of your day to separate yourself from social media and separate yourself from outside of influences, you start to see that you start doing things differently. And it's not necessary to say that it'll be 100% different from what someone else is doing, but it'll be right for you, it'll be perfect for you. I know people always ask me like, what do you use on your skin, what do you use on your hair, what do you use to keep your skin like this, or to keep whatever it is that they're wanting to know. What is it that makes you glow? And I'm saying it's not about what I use, it's about what works for me. I do what works for me. I don't necessarily go out there using things that are name brand in order to make my skin or have my skin looking like glowing. Like literally, if I tell someone that the reason why I look like this is because I go outside in the sun, it's because I drink a lot of water, it's because it's not necessarily about what I use, it's about how I use it. So that was a rant. That was one thing. Take yourself out of the equation. Like if you know that something is bothering you, if you know that being around a certain person or a certain energy or a certain place doesn't make you feel good, try taking yourself out of the environment. And that's how you protect your energy. That's how you may begin to start with protecting your energy and protecting yourself in your space, in your aura field. We always hear people say like, it's not about, no one can't force you to react in a certain way. Everything is based on how you perceive things and how you react to what's going on around you. So if you see things happening that you don't want to participate in, you can simply take yourself out of the equation. That doesn't mean that you're being rude. That doesn't mean that, you know, that you're being disrespectful. That just means that if you see that certain people are participating in gossip or things that just like lower your vibrational frequency, you don't want to be around that, and you don't have to participate in it. You can eliminate yourself from the equation. As I can't even count on my hands the amount of times that I have had to take myself out of people's lives because of things that they participate in that I don't really feel comfortable with doing anymore. I don't really feel comfortable with talking about other people. I don't feel comfortable with doing any of those things. So I just take myself out of the equation and I just don't participate in things that lower my frequency and lower my vibration. You can really tell the symptoms of being drained. You can tell the symptoms of your aura being penetrated. You can feel the symptoms of that. Like if you have a headache that came out of nowhere, if you feel tired, if you start yawning, if you start feeling like you start thinking these thoughts that's like, I wasn't thinking this before, I'm thinking this now, where did this come from? Like, I wasn't thinking this before, I was in a perfectly good mood before I ate this. So it's like, where did this come from? And you start to have to like backpedal, and you have to like take a step back. Like, what is it? Why am I feeling this way? And that's something that I always find myself doing, and it's like beneficial, but this is something that'll grow natural to you, like something that you do over and over again. It'll become natural to you. Me pulling myself back from certain things is something that's like natural for me. Like I don't plan any of this out. I just go based on the mood. I go based on the energy. I go to places that make me feel good. I go to places that make me feel inspired. And from that, I gain a lot of insight. I gain a lot of clarity about how I should and should not be moving. Other symptoms of feeling drained or feeling like your energy has been penetrated is you start to feel like self-doubt, doubt in yourself, like I can't do this or I can't do that, or I don't know how this is going to turn out. You start to second guess yourself. You start to second guess your projects. You start to second guess why you even started the project in the first place. And take a look around you, not necessarily starting to point the fingers at other people, but take a look at what you're eating. Take a look at how you start your day. Are you on your phone? Are you are you gossiping? Are you sending text messages before you even started your day? Like, what are you doing? You don't feel seen and you don't feel heard. I know one big thing that drains my energy is people that like talk a lot. I know that I make these videos, but like if you meet me in person, I'm not a talkative person. I don't talk to people a lot. And if I do talk to you, it's just because I feel a certain vibration. Not necessarily that I don't engage, because I definitely am engaging. I'm very observant, but I don't feel the need to talk. I don't feel the need to talk. Yeah, I'm like sitting here right now and I see like a lot of mushrooms. Another thing that could drain your energy is the drama queen. The people that always have something to talk about. The people that always feel like they're the victim. And they can put that energy on you. People that always feel like they're the victim. People that always feel like things aren't always going right in their life. And they just need someone to talk to it about. And they don't necessarily have to have a reason for why, you know, they're wanting to vent to you. They can vent to you about the smallest thing. The smallest inconvenience can happen inside their life. And they just want to get on the phone. They want to get on social media. They want to get on anything that'll make them feel heard. And they just want to like express it. They just want to let it out. And there's nothing wrong with that, but when you see that it's happening on a continuous basis where they can't like sit with themselves and they can't like evaluate, you know where these feelings come from, and they just want to come to you as a source, as an outlet, you have to separate yourself from that. And I know that it can sometimes be hard, especially when you're learning how to do it and you're basically a beginner. It can be very hard, but when you do things through repetition, when you do things over and over again, things start to get easier for you. They start to be habitual. Working out, clearing the frustration, and you guys can hear that car in the background. So it's kind of like even getting away from like the cars, like plan a trip, plan to go somewhere that's like quiet and it's like kind of like secluded. And I don't know why the sun is starting to rise, so that's kind of like why the background looks like that. You cannot stop the sun from rising. Look at this. But yeah, I'm like happy to share these moments with y'all, moments where like I go outside and I just like relax, because I feel like me taking this camera outside, me coming outside with this camera, is a form of me taking you guys outside. I'm not saying that I'm like 100% on top of it every day, but I definitely am aware of like what's going on around me. I understand that tapping into the elements is tapping into myself and tapping into who I am. Even if you know how to protect yourself, make sure that you're being disciplined and staying on top of like your protective rituals, your protective spells, things that you do to make yourself feel at one with your environment. Connect with your ancestors, connect with nature, connect with you, connect with yourself. Not saying that you have to know or be a math magician or be a person that's like an extreme scientist. It's about discovering you and learning who you are and doing things that make you feel at one with yourself. But I think that's all I had to say. I feel like I just need a moment of silence right now to just like relax and to sit with myself. So I am going to receive that.